Hello, hello. I'm Old Biddy Gaming and thank you for stopping by. We are back in Wurm Unlimited. And doesn't look like anything has changed, but let's check it out. First things first. Let's check our crops, and no, it's not ready. Let's examine. Still growing steadily, so there's nothing I can do there yet. I can't stand it any longer. I am going to go over here and I'm going to do some grooming. I keep thinking of these poor animals, especially the new babies. They need to be groomed because the animals do get sick. So you really need to take care of them. So we may have a whole video of nothing but grooming. But we'll see what happens. At least it'll bring my skill up. While they're doing that, I'm going to grab a sip of my fresh cup of coffee. Ooh, that's a little hot. This may take a while, but we've got to get some of this done. I know I need to be mining and bringing that skill up. I need to be chopping trees. I need to be making planks. But it is entertaining watching the babies. Oh. Hey. Start to 10 young iron gold. He flinches. The young iron gold flinches. He seems to really enjoy the treatment. You find a flea on young iron gold, and that you dispose of. And I remove some dirt from him. So he's one dirty little puppy, or pony, I guess you could say. I hope everybody had a good day yesterday. Mine turned out well. I had a good night's sleep. So I'm ready. Now I found a tick. Ooh, goodness. You really need some treatment. They're so cute. They really are. And it's fun watching them. The animations. This grass I have down here is enchanted grass. Quarry put it down. If you put regular grass in, they will eat it, they will trample it, and it will turn into packed dirt. Eventually, you won't have any grass in your field at all for them to eat. If you put in enchanted grass, it never goes away. So that's why I put it down. You have to be, I guess, a priest, or I think it's a priest, to be able to put the enchanted grass down. But I always use my GM character, just automatically do it. That way I don't have to worry about them running out of food and having to go out and cut grass to feed them and everything. This way they tend to stay healthier longer. Used to whenever I'd use plain grass and have to bring in cut grass for them and everything, it seemed like they were sick all the time. I always had a few animals isolated, trying to get them over whatever illness they had. Well, don't think we're going to do it, but or at least our skill will go up. Here we go. Let's find out. Oh, I did. You have now tended to young iron gold, and he seems pleased. So he is groomed. One down and the rest of the herd to go. All right, let's go over here to this one. You start to tend to Warfly. I wouldn't wish that name on anything. Warfly. I like iron gold, but Warfly? Does that mean the fleas he has are going to war? I don't know. Well, so far I removed some dirt. I pat him reassuringly. He looks like he's enjoying it. I check the feet and make sure that all's in order on the hooves. Uh-oh, he flinched. I would too. That brush looks like it's sharp. Must have a tender spot. I stroke him over the back. I can get over how cute they are. Got the flick of the tail, kind of blowing in the wind, and him moving it around, and the ears moving around. You know, it's if they could only make a sound. You'll see them open their mouths, not a sound to come out. Why the devs did that, I don't know. I mean, it's not that hard to find whinnies and moos and bleeps and, you know, normal animal sounds. I mean, they've got it in the background, but the bird sounds, but the animals you actually deal with, you don't, nothing. I mean, even the wolves. You can hear wolves bang at night, and you actually watch a wolf, and there's no sound from them. It's all background. Oh, he's doing a lot of flinching. We may not get through this one this time. May have to do it again. The more often you do it, the quicker it will go. I've just been dreading it because there's so many of them, and my skill is so low that I know it's going to take forever. Well, almost. Found a flea. Says, I want to lay down and you won't let me. I don't want to be clean. And he shies away and interrupts the action. So, that means we got to do it again. So let's change our position just a little bit and try it again. I only have 0.02 damage on my brush. Of course, it's 99 quality too, but So it shouldn't be the damage that's causing it, it's just my low skill. Speaking of skills, how are we doing? Animal husbandry increased. We have 1.1064. Nature has gone to 1.0814. So we're not doing badly. From 1 to 20 on your skill level, it seems to go faster than the others. Anything over 20 skill seems like it starts to take longer time to raise that skill up. So and the higher our skill goes up, the faster our bar will go, the quicker we'll get it done. And now we're getting to where he seems to really enjoy the treatment. So maybe this time we'll actually get him groomed. He acts like he's enjoying it a little bit more than the last time anyway. But we will just keep at this because I do really need to get this done. I prefer to do it every day, but right now I probably won't. It'll probably be every couple days or so, but it's got to be done. And that will, like I say, it's bringing up the skills. I've got to have the skills built up. If I want to do some breeding, I've got to get that animal husbandry skill up. I mean, I have enough horses, but I have a lot of venerable horses. And they're going to start dying off, and then we're going to be left with just a few. And I want them to be in good condition whenever time comes for them to be pulling my cart. If I can get my mining skill up, where I can make some nails and some iron ribbons, then we can try to invest in a cart, which would be very helpful. I don't know if I'm going to go with the small cart. No, it didn't work. All right. Let's try it one more time. Come on, little one. I've got a lot more horses to do. Oh, still I have a lot more horses to do. Good idea. You see how these are kind of bunched up? It's a good idea to separate them because this can cause them to get sick when they're bunched up like that. So I may have to dig out my rope and do some moving. Of course, if I get over there and start grooming, there's quite a few of them that's going to move away anyway. Just like in a normal herd of horses, they're going to move away from you. And in a way, it's a lot easier to do the grooming with your GM because if you want, you can be invisible, so you don't affect them any. They will just stay, wherever they're at, unless they just move away naturally, and it's easier to groom them. And if I get really, no, I'm not going to do it. I was going to say if I get really desperate, I'll bring in Quarry and have her do the grooming, but no, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stick with my level 1 and build it up. I'm not going to resort to having help. I hope you had a chance to check out my the infected video. Didn't get very far. It's going to be done hopefully within 30-minute videos. Wurm, I like to whittle down a little bit, but I just can't do it. I've got to have an hour to do this, or nothing will get done. We won't make any advancements. I'll be on episode 500 and still be standing here trying to get my grooming skill up. So I've got to have, a longer time on this one. The infected, it moves along fairly fast, so, it's a lot faster paced than this one is. Yeah, so we'll keep this one as a long one, and the infected at about 30 minutes. Usually my videos do run about 35 minutes, but Wurm is just one of those that it has to be longer. And I don't mind. The time goes by so fast. I mean, I only have about 45 minutes left, and the hour will be up. So yeah, it goes so fast. Maybe, just maybe this time. Come on, Warfly, enjoy this. Let's get this done. Says he seems to enjoy it. Yes, we did. You have now tended to young Warfly, and he seems pleased. So that's 2 down. And the bad thing is they're all gray. So it's hard to keep track of which ones you've groomed and which ones you haven't. Where's the adolescent? Let's do this one. Yeah, this is the adolescent. This is the young'un. Let us go ahead and try some grooming. Those 3 I can tell apart from the other horses. The other ones is going to be hard to tell. I've got venerable males. Most of my horses are venerable. I've got a couple mature, but are aged. But yeah, so they were different colors. It'd be a lot easier. Oh, he's starting out flinching. Oh, I don't remember whether this one is a male or a female, but we'll find out. But see how they're bunched up? They've got to be separated. And I'll get to that. I may just go right down this row here, and then go along the back and get the rest of them. Maybe. Or get as many done in the hour. It may take the rest of the 40 minutes to get this one done. We'll have to wait and see. How's our skill doing? We're up to 1.1399. Nature is up to 1.0883. So, well, I'm getting a lot of fleas and ticks off of them, so you can tell it's been a long time since they've been groomed. I think Corey was the last one that groomed them. Excuse if you hear a noise in the background, but the yard men are at the complex today, and they're mowing and weed eating and that kind of stuff, and they're right outside my window. I'm usually out there watching them because they have a bad habit of cutting our cable lines because our lines are buried in a hedge, and they get in there and start weed eating and trimming that hedge, and they always cut our lines, so we lose our old goat loses his TV, and I sometimes lose my internet. Not so much. That cord is visible, but his cable coming in for his TV is not. Of course, hopefully that's going to change. Our cable company just changed ownership, so hopefully that it will be better. If not, I've noticed that Cox is running a bunch of lines through here, so maybe we'll actually get Cox. If we do, that would be wonderful. Because our internet service is better than it used to be. At least it's staying on now. Used to is off more than it was on, but it's last 6 months or so, it's been doing really well. And no, you didn't. All right, let's try it one more time. We'll keep at it. Like I say, the higher we can get that animal husbandry up, the higher or the faster it'll go, and the easier this will be. I know, young'un. And you guys, I want to move you here in just a minute. I can't stand looking at that. They're all crammed together. That's a bad thing. You see how the body's inside the other body, and I don't like that. I mean, I don't mind them being together, but I don't like them actually stuck inside the body of another one. And they've got a big enough area here to where, they should be like the ones in the back, just kind of spread out. They shouldn't be all crammed together. In Wurm, you have to have so many tiles per animal. So you don't want to put them in a cramped space. You want to put them in as large a space as you can manage to do. Especially, now if you've got one or two, you could maybe fudge a little bit on the size of the pen or their pasture. But if you have a lot, several like I do, you don't want to put them in a tiny space. And every one of them would be bunched up like that, and every one of them would be sick. The more space between them they have, the less illness will pass between them. Because whenever one gets sick, it's contagious. And if you leave them all together, they will pass it on. And one day you'll come in and you'll have nothing but a pasture full of dead animals. Besides, if you're going to keep them cooped up like this, and you're going to be using them, pulling heavy loads and riding and doing all this other stuff with them, milking, shearing, getting the wool off of them. You want to make them happy and healthy. It's just good common sense. Come on, baby, let's get you. Let's keep our fingers crossed. We're almost there. Let's see if you get groomed this time. If you do, I've got time for maybe one more. This may be one of those things. There we go. And it's another boy. You have now tended two adolescent horse. This one is not named. It's a wild horse. And he seems pleased. So when he gets older, I can breed him. All right. Let's bring out my rope. Activate it. And I am going to go over here to this one, lead. I am going to bring it just right over here. Alright, now I can stop leading, go back to my grooming brush. Yes, I know. And groom. Let's see how we do. And this one is an aged horse, aren't you? You're no young'un, but you're not real old yet. And I think this is a female. I think this one might be the mother of one of the colts. Maybe. I was going to separate them, and then I didn't, because I kind of wanted to keep track of the lineage, which colt belongs to which pair of horses, because you don't want to breed brother and sister together. But I didn't. I had so much trouble trying to breed for the first time with my GM character that I just kind of got it messed up. But I think I used 2 separate males and bred with 2 separate females. I think one was aged. Well, I think the males were venerable and the females were aged, maybe. I don't remember. I'll have to look at the colts again and see whether I know one of the fathers is venerable, and I thought one of the mothers was venerable, but I don't remember about the second one. It was such a surprise yesterday, coming in and figuring out I had 2 colts instead of just one, that I didn't even think about that. I mean, I thought I had another one that was expecting, but I wasn't sure. It'd been a while since I'd bred them, and I just kind of forgot about it. Oh yeah, that looks better. At least all you guys are separated now. And hopefully we'll get her done on the first try. And you can tell, even with my low skill, with having a 99 quality grooming brush, My damage is only 0.05. So it does make a big difference on the quality of your tools. It really makes a big difference. But there's no way I could make a grooming brush this early in the game. That's why I went ahead and spawned one in and kept it in. All right, come on. We're down to almost 30 minutes. I still have a lot of horses to do. Do I? No. Of course not. Let's try it again. Oh, I know. You look so serious. I know you do. It's funny. When you talk to them, it looks like they're listening to you. If I get time this afternoon, which I seriously doubt today because I'm still checking out editing software. The one I downloaded, I couldn't figure it out. I mean, I have watched numerous videos. I have read numerous how-tos on how to do it, and I just couldn't figure it out. So I got rid of that this morning, and then I'm looking at another one. It looks like it's a little bit easier to figure out than that one. So we'll see how it does. The one I've been using, I've used since I started doing videos. It's been quite a while. And it's an open source editor, free, and I don't think it's being worked on anymore. And I need just a little bit more than what that one offers. You know, I need to be able to do a little bit more with it. So hopefully this next one I'm looking at will do it for me. It looks like it's pretty easy to use, and it looks like it has a lot of new features that I can learn to use and maybe make my videos better. Maybe I can get my little start screen up and my end screen up and make my videos look a little bit more professional. Hopefully the videos will look better on YouTube than they do now. But I'll experiment and see what I can come up with. But I think that's going to take up my afternoon and probably my evening. My recording software, yeah, I've been pretty much using it since the start too, but it's okay. Really, there's only a couple pieces of recording software that is really good to use, and both of them are pretty much the same, but I don't know. I've got a NVIDIA drivers, so I may try that new one from that comes with GE Force Experience. I may try that. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm fairly happy with with the recording software until another Windows update or a driver update or something like that comes around, and then I'll have to go in and reset everything again. I've had to write down every one of my settings because something always changes whenever I have some kind of an update. So I have to go in and reset it all. Make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be. And every now and then I do miss stuff. And here I am babbling on again. Maybe this is the fourth time we worked on this horse, so maybe this time we'll get it. What's our skill doing? We are up to 1.2058. We had an increase of 0.0162, so that was a fairly decent jump up that time. So we're up to 1.2, so that helps. Let's look under nature and see what it says here. Animal husbandry. See, it shows showing 1.21. So that's nice. Nature itself is up to 1.10. So that's nice. We've had a good increase today in our animal husbandry. At least we're not staring at a cave wall mining today. We're just standing here grooming horses. But I mean, I've gotten 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth horse, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've got about 13 or 14 horses, and I'm on my fourth one. Yeah. Maybe tomorrow I can just come in after our video session and go ahead and groom them. So you don't have to sit there and watch me do this. So I know it's boring. But at this stage in the game, I don't have any action to offer you. I haven't even seen a wildcat or a wolf wandering around anywhere. They're keeping their distance if I have any. And they may be somewhere else on the map. You never know. I may not have anything in this area. Because it isn't just this area that's populated. I mean, the whole map is populated. And it shies away. Horse, we got 20 more minutes. Let's do some repair. Let's try again. Let me take a swig of coffee. I need it. Even I'm getting bored. Sun's going down. Starting to rain. going to be back in the dark again. Looks like I've got some animals there, up there, unless they're trees. There may be trees. And that's an animal. I'm not sure what it is, but those are trees that are coming in. I don't see anything else. Come on, Hossy, it's getting dark. I think this is the last try for today. At least I got the youngest ones done. And one thing about it, I could go back over to one of the babies or that adolescent horse and try to groom it again right now. And it'll say that the horse is already well tended. Pardon me. You can only do this once a day. Oh, excuse me. I don't think this cold is ever going to go away. I think it's more allergies now than cold. Every time they mow, it kicks it up a little bit more. I think it's all that dust and grass and allergens floating in the air that they stir up. Come on. Please, please, please. I've got my fingers and my toes crossed. Let's hope we get this one, get it done. If not, I'm going to sit here and take a nap. I need a drink of water. Probably wouldn't hurt to eat a little bit. I don't want my food level getting way down. But we'll save that for I'll get a drink, but we'll save the food for the next episode. No. Alright, horse. I'll get you next time. I'm done. I can only do so much of that at one time. And it doesn't look like those are ready yet. Let's go over and get a drink of water. It's getting dark. Let's drink. Very good. And I think I'm going to go ahead and close out early today. There isn't much we can do. I was planning on getting the grooming done, and I didn't get very far, but it's not too bad. Got about 15 minutes left. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button. I know the episode is very boring today, but it's just something that has to be done. If you want to see more, you could always subscribe. I don't pressure anybody into subscribing because I know my videos aren't that great. I mean, if you like to watch an old woman play a game, I guess it takes a special kind of person to enjoy something like that. Uh, but I hope you have a wonderful day, whether it be morning, afternoon, evening, middle of the night, just getting off work. Whatever your time zone is, I hope you have an enjoyable, wonderful day. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.